Hi class, first session of the week, week 5. Some modified exercises today, but pretty much the same type of exercises. And let's go ahead and begin with our warm-up. Chest expansion. So during this warm-up time, we just want to make sure that we're free of distractions, right? So we can focus on ourselves and our breathing and our movement. So just make sure you're mindful of being present. Let's go into cat and cow. And let's move into dynamic, hips down, hips back. So beginning of the week, or first session of the week for you, so hopefully you're feeling refreshed and ready to conquer this workout. All right, seated position. Let's come on down for our 100, legs vertical. So bring your knees with you. Extend those legs all the way up. Head and shoulders up, chin to chest, scooping and counting and breathing. 5 on the inhale, 5 on the exhale. And when you're done, go ahead and bring your feet down and your head down. We're going to go into our leg circles. So one leg up, slightly bent, open hip or open pelvis. And we're going to go ahead and start with small circles. And reverse. And we're going to go ahead and enlarge this circle to a medium-sized circle. We're reversing, so go the opposite direction and increase the size of your circle just slightly. And reverse, medium size. Good, and foot down. Switch legs, up, bend, open, small. And reverse. And reverse, open up the circle to a medium-sized circle. And reverse, medium size. And leg down. Good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and begin our session. Today we have a modified single leg. So we're going to go one leg at a time doing the work. Hands are over the knees, so we're going to go ahead and keep one leg down, one leg bent, head and shoulders up, scooping. I'm going to bring my one leg in and then extend it out. And in and out, chin to chest, breathing. One more. Switch legs. In and out. In and out. In. One more. Good. And rest. All right, so double leg is also modified, and the only difference is from a traditional double leg is that our arms, what our arms are doing, okay? So instead of our arms reaching up to our side or sweeping around or back, we're just going to drop them from the legs coming down at our sides, okay? So knees are in, head and shoulders up, hands over knees. I'm going to extend my legs out while I lower my legs to this, or my arms to the sides. See this? In and out. In, out, in, out, in, and out, and rest. Nice. All right, crisscross is also modified, so we're going to go right into crisscross modified, one leg at a time. So one leg is doing the work, right? The other foot is grounded. We're going to go ahead and bring our head up off the floor, hands behind the neck, and we're going to go in one direction, coming across to that knee. Here we go. Pull it in and out, back to center, in and out. Focus on your breathing. One more. Good. Let's switch legs. Ready? In and out. In, out. One more. And rest. All right, so what we're doing is we're building upon developing that Fab 5 workout that we assessed for. So we're going to go into single straight before we don't do any bridges, okay? So single straight is also modified, one leg at a time. So go ahead and extend one leg up, keeping the other leg bent, foot on the floor. Go ahead and lift your head and shoulders up, scooping. And we're going to pull this leg in and let it go. Just a gentle pull on the back of the leg to increase that stretch. One more. And switch. Here we go. Pull in, let it go. One more. And legs down, head down. Good. All right, so this is where we'll practice our bridge. We're going to add a vertical arm raise. So hips do the same work, but now our arms are reaching up at the same time. So we're going to lift hips up and raise arms up and down. Remember, we're exhaling as we lift up and down and up and down. We'll go one more and up and down. Nice. All right, we'll finish with a modified double straight. So go ahead and bring both legs all the way up. So modified today, we're bending our knees, extending our legs out, and then we're lifting up from there. So go ahead and lift your head and your shoulders up off the mat, hands behind the neck. Bend the knees, extend the legs, lift those legs up to top. Exhale through the move. Inhale at the top. right, legs are slightly bent still for roll up, except now we have an arm sweep, right? So go ahead and start with your arms behind you, and we're going to practice our roll ups. If we can get all the way up, I want you to come all the way up to a vertical position. If you cannot, you're just still doing your roll up holds. That's fine. We will do the roll down holds today, okay? So go ahead and sweep the arms first. Lift, scoop, come up if you can, and down. So remember, when we come down, we want to make sure that we stay scooped as well. Keep that lower back connected to the mat as you come down, scooping, collapsing, slowing it down if you can. And we're going to go one more and finish at the top. If you cannot, I want you to roll to your side and push yourselves up. All right, so we have our roll down holds. So seated position, go ahead and collapse your back. So the difference today is that we're going to raise our arms up tall as we lean back, okay? So watch me. I collapse, and then I start to lean back, and I'm going to raise my arms and hold, and back, up, and down, and up, and down, and up. One more, and down. Good. All right, seated, tall. Go ahead and split your legs. So we're going to practice the spine twist with our legs parted today. So usually we have our legs together, right? So just a different position of the legs. Go ahead and outstretch the arms to the sides. Same exercise. Twisting, breathing, pressing this back arm back to center. Twist the other direction. Back to center. Nice and slow and controlled. Maintaining posture. We'll go one more on each side. And back to center. Keeping the legs parted, let's go into spine stretch. And one more spine stretch. All right, bring your legs together. We're going to lean back on our elbows, so go ahead and bend your knees. Come on down to your elbows. Abdomen is tall. One leg is bent. So one leg is going to do the work here. We're going to pull this knee in, and then I'm going to extend this leg up and lower the leg. Pull the knee in, extend it up, lower. In, up, down. In, up, down. One more. Up, down. Switch legs. In, up, down. In, up, down. One more. Good. Come forward. Legs together and extended. Rowing. Hands interlocked. Collapse your back. Lean back and pull the hands. Lean forward, reach back. Sweep around over the top of the legs. Big stretch. Again, repeat. Last rowing exercise here. Good. All right, seated balance with feet off the floor. Okay. From here, I want you to scoop. So staying rounded. We're going to bring our hands up top. And from here, maintaining a scoop position, I'm just going to drop one leg at a time. Okay? So we're dropping left and lifting, dropping right and lifting, left, up, right, up, left, up, right, up. Two more. Left, up, and right. Up. Good. Extend your legs, keeping them together for front stretch. Last one here. Good. All right, let's bring our legs to our side for mermaid, traditional. So legs bent off to the side. Go ahead and find your balanced seated position here. Trying to sit up as tall as you can. Remember, you can adjust your legs wherever you want them to be more comfortable, okay? Go ahead and hold on to that shin, sitting up tall, and begin side stretch. Remember, the first time through, we're just warming up. Last one here. And switch sides. And go ahead and begin. Last one. And back to center, knee hug before we turn over. So when we turn over onto our tummies today, we're going to do a slow swim with legs elevated. So I believe this is the first time we've done this. Legs will start slightly elevated off of the mat. We'll be resting on our arms, and we're just going to lift one arm with one of the elevated opposite legs at the same time, okay? So we want to keep the legs elevated the entire movement of the exercise. There's only one arm down on the floor the whole time. Make sense? Okay, so go ahead and turn over. And like I said, slight elevation of the legs. So I'm just going to lift my legs slightly. Knees are not touching. And I'm going to lift my right arm and my left leg. Left arm, right leg. Keeping the legs slightly elevated. Breathing. Remember, your upper chest, upper rib cage area is off the mat. Looking down at the mat with your head. One more lift on each side. So you should notice the difference with the elevated legs, right? All right, let's go into single leg kicks. So go ahead and bring the elbows back. Lift the hips up off the mat and begin your single leg kicks. Pull the heel in, other heel in, Abs are pulled up and in. Glutes are engaged. Hamstrings are engaged. Breathing. One more each leg. And come down. All right, so you're going to bring your arms down to your sides. So we have our double leg kicks. Knees are bent. I'm going to put my hands back on my lower back, so my arms are bent, and I'm resting here on my chin. I'm going to lift my trunk, lift my legs up off the mat, and extend both my arms and my legs behind me. Hyperextending that back. Come on down. Bend the arms, bend the legs. Exhale as you lift and extend. Inhale as you close. Let's go one more. Good. All right, bring your legs down, hands outside your chest. Push up and back for low back stretch. All right, kneeling tall. So we're going to do a combination modified push-up into low back stretch, but the push-up is going to be all the way down to the mat, okay? And we'll lift from the mat position. So from here, go ahead and go into table, walk your hands out, bring your hips down. So from this position, I want you to lower yourself slowly all the way down to the mat. Now from here, I'm going to push up slowly and pull back. Hips back. Hips forward and down. Slowly. Repeat. So we want to slow it down so that we are really dependent upon the muscles doing the job and not momentum. Let's go one more. I always suggest to those who go ahead and come up to kneeling tall, those who have difficulty with developing their push-up strength, to just slow it down. I mean, from the knees, for practicing, slowing it down for a traditional push-up as well, okay? All right, so kneeling tall. So we're gonna practice some lean backs, except our arms are gonna do something different that we've never done before. So we're gonna start with our arms crossed across our chest. Everything else is the same. Nice and strong in the glutes, abdominals are pulled in, and we're just gonna slightly lean back and lean forward. Breathing, staying centered, staying nice and strong through the trunk. It's like a trust fall, right? One more. Except you're just trusting yourself. Good. All right. Arms unfolded. Let's go to table position. We're going to do some leg work here. So I'm going to extend one leg back. And from here, I'm going to lift the leg straight, curl by flexing my foot and pulling my heel in, keeping that knee high. And then I'm going to lower this knee and start again. Here we go. Extend, lift, curl, drop. Extend, lift, curl, drop. Extend, lift, curl, drop. One more. Extend, lift, curl, and drop. Other leg. Out, up, curl, down, out, up, curl, down, out, up, curl, down. Last one. Out, up, curl, and down. Low back stretch. Go ahead and bring your arms back if you want. Good. All right, we're going to come all the way down to our side, lying on our side. So we're going to do 2 lifts here in one. And what that simply means is I'm going to work my lower body first and then my upper body second in this lying position. And then we'll switch sides, okay? So go ahead and just extend this arm here. Keep the head resting on the arm. You can keep this arm on the hip or you can bring this hand out in front. It's up to you. All right, so we're going to lift this upper leg and we're going to point the toes and we're going to really engage from the hips all the way down to the pointed toes. So I'm simply going to lift up, staying snug, pull it down, staying tight, lift up, 2, down, 1 more, lift up, 3, down. From here, I'm going to place this hand out in front and I'm going to press on this hand and do a trunk lift slightly up onto this elbow, that's this arm that it's extended, okay? So up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down. Again, legs, 1, slow, down, 2, slow, down, and 3, slow, down, trunk lift, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, and 3, up, down. All right, bend your knees, push yourselves up, other side. Same exercise all the way down. 3 leg lifts. Here we go. 1, down, slow. 2, down, slow. 3, down, slow. Trunk up. 1, down, up. 2, down, up. 3, down. Repeat legs. 2 and 3 and trunk. 1, trunk, 2 and trunk. 3. Good. Bend your knees, come up to a seated position, centered, knee hug, before we start again. Okay, so we are going to go second time through the session. We're going to repeat the same exercises, except now I'm going to double up on certain exercises, okay? So we're going to start layering and increasing our flow of our routine. So go ahead and come on down, bring the knees with you. We're going to go right into single leg, 1 leg at a time. So go ahead and bring 1 leg down. Head and shoulders up. We're going to go single leg and then double leg back to back. Here we go. Single. One more. Switch. Last one. Both knees in, arms down and out, knees in. Breathing, scooping, chin to chest. And rest. All right, so next two, we have crisscross modified into single straight modified, okay? So one knee at a time. Keep the other foot on the ground. Go ahead and lift the head and shoulders up and begin. Back to center. One more, this side. Switch sides. Single straight, other leg, up and back, down, up and down, up. Focus on your breathing. Switch legs. Pull. Last one. And rest. Good. All right, we have our bridge with raised arms up top, and then we'll follow that with our modified double straight. All right, here we go. Up, reach up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Both legs all the way up, hands behind the neck, lift the head and shoulders up, go ahead and bend the knees, extend the legs, lift the legs. Scooping, breathing, one more. Good. And lower the legs. All right, slightly bent legs, reach back behind you. We have our roll up. If you can, come all the way to the top. Sweep the arms, scoop, press, and pull up. Remember to really activate those pelvic floor muscles, your glutes. Press that low back and rear down into the mat as you pull up. And we'll go one more. All right, finish at the top or roll to your side and push yourselves up. So we have those roll down holds, and remember we're gonna lift our arms up. All right, so go ahead and collapse the back, let go, lean back, reach up, hold, and forward. Last one. And up. Good. All right, seated V position. We have our spine twist. Arms outstretched, sitting up tall, twisting and pressing and breathing. One more. And let's go to spine stretch. Over the top. In and up. See if you can go a little deeper into your stretch this time through. Really lead with your abdomen and your chest. One more. Good. Legs together. Go ahead and bend your knees. Come back on your elbows. And we're going to go one knee at a time. We're going to alternate this time. So it's knee pull, leg up, leg down, and bend. Other knee in, and up, and down, and in. Remember to keep your abdomen tall. Let's go one more on each leg. Last one. Good. All right, come forward. And we have our rowing exercise. Legs are together, arms outstretched, hands interlocked. Collapse your back and begin. Lean back, lean forward. Sweep over the legs. One more. All right, seated balance. Feet off the floor. Bring the hands over the knees. Scoop your belly and leg drop and lift. Other leg drop and lift. Drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift. Last one each side and lift. Legs extended in together, front stretch. Over the top, see if you can go a little deeper into the stretch. Let's go one more, front stretch. All right, legs to our sides for mermaid. So this time through, we're going to see if we can go deeper into the stretch on the sides, both sides, okay? So sitting up tall, find your position and begin. Last one here, and switch the legs. For those of you who have a little bit difficulty, focusing on your breathing, I always like to say really focus on the exhale because that will pace the inhale, right? Sit up tall. So just really exaggerate your exhale. So really push it out and long. So so that you can control the inhale and that transition with the breathing. Last one here. And knee hug. Back to center. So we're going to turn onto our tummies. We have the slow swim with the elevated legs, okay? So go ahead and do that right now. Turn over. Remember, legs are just slightly elevated off the mat. They stay elevated as we lift one arm at a time. All right, so go ahead and lift them slightly. And we're going to lift up from there and down, up and down, up, down. And one more. And up onto your elbows. Lift those hips up, single leg kicks. This time through, we're going to pulse at the top. So it's like a little mini double kick at the top, or a double pull. Last two, last one. Good, come on down. Bring your arms behind you, rest on your chin, bend your knees, bring your hands back behind your rear, your lower back. Double leg kicks. Lift up, reach back, exhale. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Last one. Good. Hands outside your chest. Push up and back for low back stretch. All right, so now we have that kneeling tall going into that push-up with the low back stretch combo. Remember, we're going to come all the way down to the mat. So go ahead and come to table. Walk your hands out, bring your hips down, and slowly lower your trunk all the way to the floor. And push slowly up and back. And hips down, trunk down, and push up and back. Repeat. Up and back. We're going to go one more. Down. And up and back. Good. All right, kneeling tall. Arms crossed. Hips engaged, glutes engaged, abs engaged. We're going to lean back and forward and back. Forward and back and forward. One more. Back and forward. Good. All right, from here we have our table with leg work. So So we're going to switch sides this time. So remember, we are extending, lifting, curling, lowering. Other leg. Extending, lifting, curling, and down. Other leg. Out, up, in, and down. Other leg. Out, up, in, and down. Switch. Switch. One more time, switch. And final switch. Good. Low back stretch. Bring your arms back with you. And down to your sides. All the way down, 3 and 3. All right, here we go. Lift up, 1, down, 1, up, 2, down, 2, up, 3, down, 3. Trunk lift, up, 1, down, 1, up, 2, down, 2, and up, 3, down, 3. Again, legs, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, and up, 3, down, trunk lifts, here we go, up, 1, and down, up, 2, and down, last one, up, 3, and down. All right, bend your knees, push yourselves up, switch over to the other side, all the way down. Here we go, leg lift, up, 1, down, 1, up, 2, down, 2, up, 3, down, 3. Trunk, up, down, that's 1, up, 2, down, 2, up, 3, down, 3. All right, legs again, up, 1, up, 2, and up, 3. Last time through in the trunk. Lift, 1, and up, 2, and up, 3. Nice. Bend your knees. All right, I want you to come over to your backs. We're not coming up quite yet. Go ahead and pull your knees in. Lift your hips up off the mat. Pull. Release that lower back. Just a little different cool down here. So everything's on our back today. Go ahead and bring your knees down. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep your knees together. You're going to go ahead and outstretch your arms to your sides. And I want you to let your legs drop to the side. But I want you to keep your arms down on the mat, so it's a little trunk rotation here. Now, when you pull your knees back to center, I want you to focus on scooping or trying to connect that low back to the mat. Ready? Pull abs in, off to the other side. Pull back to center, other side, back to center, last time, other side, and back to center. Good. Keeping the legs bent, we're going to do arm work here. So I want you to lift your arms up to center and lower your arms to the sides. So lift, create strength and resistance in the arms, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. One more, finish at the top, up, and hold here. And I want you to do scissor arms. So one arm goes back, one arm goes down. Back to center, switch arms, one arm back, one arm down. And switch. And switch. Again, slow and controlled. Muscles are engaged. Breathing. One more each arm switch. Last one here. Bring your arms up top and you're going to circle. And reverse. So a nice shoulder workout here. Last circle. Good. All right. Bring your arms across your chest and just give yourself a hug here. And release. Go ahead and roll to your side. Push yourselves up. And we are done. Nice job. All right, so that was session 1 of the 5th week, and I will see you next time.